So there's Old Man Mountain. I'll be parallel with that. Maybe tomorrow morning. We'll see how far I can get. But I'm going to go further than that. And there's the mighty Santa Ynez River. One of those dry rivers right now. It's really beautiful. You got Dos Vistas. Lots of people camp up here. There's a lot of places where you can just pull out. There's another person passed one earlier, a truck with a camper shell and a surfboard in the front seat. Got the stand-up paddle board. There's the peak that I hiked on yesterday and the valley that I hiked through. I'm climbing back up again. There's UCSB, where I used to work. There's Santa Cruz, Hope Ranch. This group behind me, they're spraying for invasive species over here, where the gun shooting thing used to be. I don't think you're allowed to shoot here anymore. I've reached Arroyo Burro, so now I got to climb up to Lacumber Peak. Last night, some kind of animal woke me up. It was going, and I heard it once, and I thought, oh, I must be just imagining it. And then I heard it again, so I went back at it, and then I said, go away, and it ran away. And in the morning, I wanted to see what it was, see if there were any prints anywhere, but because it had been so windy, there were no prints anywhere, so I have no idea what it was. It's probably just a deer, but man, it scared me to be woken up by an animal that sounded, somewhat large. There's Arlington Peak. There's Santa Barbara. Well, there's Lacumber Peak, my high point for right now. Then I have to drop down, climb way back up to my real high point, which will be like 4,500 feet or something. And down there is Cathedral Peak, which is the little one, and Arlington Peak, the one on the left. There's a trail you can do that climbs up both of those and then goes up to here. Haven't done it in many years. It's just too hard. Anyway, it's a beautiful morning. I'm actually enjoying this hike a lot. So I have a full unopened 1-gallon jug of water inside my backpack. And it kind of feels like, it's not really that heavy. Carrying it right there against your back, upright, it's upright against my back, sitting on top of my sleeping bag. It's really less noticeable, I think, than having, a bunch of bottles on the side pockets sloshing around. So just something to consider if you're ever going to do a hike like this. You can make it feel less horrible, even when you have to carry a lot of water. There's a teepee. A long time ago, when we were strong and young, we would hike down this ridge all the way down, and then there's the road that goes to the dam, but you could turn off the road and go to Gidney Creek, and then you could climb up into that little meadowy area there and then return via Forbush. It was all like kind of cross country and little trails that we sort of hacked into the brush. Really super strenuous. I can see Catalina from here. There should be a little dot on their horizon, and right behind it is Catalina. I think this hike is better than hiking Catalina. It's 80 miles long, and it's got views on both sides that are completely different from one another. It's a really cool hike. So the edge of Carpinteria is out there. Way out there is Point Magoo, Backbone Trail. And now I'm walking by Montecito. Down there somewhere is Lotus Land, where I work as a volunteer now. And Santa Cruz Island. And then way over there is downtown Santa Barbara. And I live out of view in the left of the screen's worth of Santa Barbara, behind the little mountain there. Oh, and I forgot to mention this little pointy one here. You can see a trail on it. That's Montecito Peak and Cold Spring Trail. So we're making good progress. So that saddle there above the lake, that's Jameson Lake. The saddle is Murrieta Divide. Beyond that is the Topa Topa Mountains. And then to the right of the saddle, up there is Divide Peak somewhere, one of those peaks. And that's going to be my high point at 4,500 something. So I got to hike all those mountains there, that whole ridge. This shorter one right here is Blue Peak. It's near Romero Saddle, so I got to drop down to Romero Saddle and then climb my way up all that over to Divide Peak. And then once I get up there, join the Ocean View Trail, and it's all downhill to Ojai. I found the water cache, and it's sort of a, like there's drink mixes and candy and goo. So I'm getting pretty close to Romero. I'm worried though that Tony's not going to meet me. I need more food. So I got to go down to where those cars are. And then my route is, see if I can point at, I have to go up there. And then I have to go along this. And then along that. You can see. Oh, so exhausting. Not looking forward to that at all in the hot sun in the afternoon. I got a message from Tony. He says he's on his way, so I'll have to wait here for a while. Yay, here he comes. So I got a nice little resupply here. And it's only 1:30, but it feels like it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And Tony's gonna hike a little bit up the hill with me. Well, there's Carpinteria, and off in the distance is Oxnard. And then there's those mountains we climbed when I did the Backbone Trail with Tyler. It's all connected. Maybe you can see Catalina better now. This giant switchback has really sucked. But I'm about to the top of it, or what I could see is the top. It goes around, but so it'll probably keep going up, who knows. So I made it around the switchback to the other side, but it's still got to go way up over there. This is a lot to do at the end of a long day. I'm looking for a campsite. I don't want to be out in the wind again. I'm getting a little tired of that.